All right, we're back again with another interview at IamFootgolf.com. Today we have the one and only Ben Clarke. And first, let me just say it's a privilege to meet you. There's a couple guys when I first started playing foot golf that I would look at online and watch their videos to try to learn as much as I could learn to become a better player. You were one of the guys. Piero Minora was another guy. This weekend, I've gotten the chance to meet both, and it's a great honor. But now, for the guys watching at home, we have some questions for you, Ben.
Okay, far away.
First of all, who is Ben Clarke?
I ask myself that every day. Just a foot golfer, I guess, who plays foot golf and plays well sometimes and does okay, I guess.
Why foot golf?
Good question. Why not?
That's a good question.
I just enjoy it. I've dedicated everything to it, so might as well stick with it and just keep going and see where it takes me.
So it's like a full-time career then?
Kind of. So I work at a foot golf course as well, as like the sort of club pro equivalent. So I'm at a course every day, just trying to grow the game locally and just sort of help and coach the players that we have that visit regularly as well. So yeah, just basically everything is foot golf in my life.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. So if you could just write the script as like into the future, like let's say 5 years into the future, if you could choose where foot golf would be, where would you want to see it be in 5 years?
Televised, I think, is the most important place we need to be. Bigger exposure, bigger audiences that are watching us. Like the PGA Tour, I think, is a great example. If we can get to that stage, maybe 5 years is too soon, but why not? Let's aim for it. But I think that's maybe never going to be as big as golf, but around that sort of, yeah, that's the aim.
Now, you have a little football background for American soccer. Tell me a little bit about that, and how did that help you when you got started in the foot golf?
Okay, so yeah, I used to play in goal as a goalkeeper. So maybe technically that the goal kicks is effectively helping with the tee shots. But it's a different game. Foot golf to football, people think, if you're good at football, you're going to be good at foot golf. It's not necessarily the way it goes. Obviously, we've had some ex-pros come into the game, which is great for exposure and to see the different techniques that they have. But I think it's just it is a different style. It's still kicking a ball, but it's a completely different aspect to it.
Right on. So the next question is a little more personal. Just more about like your technique in terms of keeping your composure and your approach, your attitude when you're, maybe in a difficult or tight situation. How do you stay calm?
Good questions. I don't know. Just try and take myself out of the moment. Maybe even just switch off. Just think about what I'm going to have for dinner later or something. Just try not to stress about the moment. And then, whilst the other players are playing, I just sort of distract myself. The more I think, the more problems I kind of create for myself. So if I just switch on for the moment, then it's okay. But if I start thinking, do I go left, do I go right, do I go straight? It's just, I'm an overthinker at the best of times. So if I can just switch off, and then when it's me, that's when I'll just make the decisions.
That's awesome. I like that. I appreciate that. And next one is the first time you saw foot golf, and I guess the first time you played, what were your thoughts?
This sounds stupid.
That's when you heard about it, but what about when you played it for the first time?
My first shot went into a tree, so I was like, this game is stupid. But I just fell in love with it. It was just started off as like a game with friends.
Nice.
I never anticipated for the journey to take me to somewhere like this.
Right.
It's a strange journey. It involves a lot of luck and coincidences and meeting people that are sort of paved the way to where it is now. It's a lot of luck involved. So yeah, I guess I'm just grateful of the opportunities that have or the people that have been in their place at the right time to introduce me to these things.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Next question is, we're at the World Cup. This is the biggest World Cup that foot golf has ever seen. What are your feelings and just perspectives on just taking it all in?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we've got 900 odd players here, so it's great. Playing with people that I haven't seen before, or seeing countries that I've not visited or even seen players from. So it's exciting just to see that there are this many players that exist competitively as well. Yeah, it's a great experience. It's really good, and just shows that foot golf and the players come together, and we're making the tournament the best we possibly can.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm not ashamed to admit it. On my first hole on the first day, I had a great second shot approach. As I was walking up to the ball, I had to fight back tears because it was like, this is my first World Cup. I was like, oh my God, I just learned about this game 2 years ago and look where I'm at right now. It was just such a surreal experience. But you now coming in as like a seasoned pro, there's a slightly different perspective on the game, I would imagine. So it's I appreciate hearing your thoughts because it's nice to get a mixture from different people. So next question here is, what's your number one mistake that you see people make that you try to avoid making because you see it, maybe other people don't realize they're making it, but you're able to spot it?
I think trying too hard. I think that's, everyone just sees the whole 400 yards and they're like, right, I got to absolutely smash it. And just, as long as you stay in position, I'd rather sacrifice a few yards and be in position than be longer than everyone else but out of position. So I think that's the main thing. Just stick to the plan. Don't go chasing. Just
simple and smart wins the race.
It's simple. Yeah, you don't need to be longest off the tee or closest to the hole every time. Just stick to your game plan and just stay out of trouble. The game's difficult enough as it is. It doesn't need you to complicate it.
I like that. I just got two more for you. The first one is, as a former footballer, what were your thoughts the first time you saw somebody toe poke? I mean, me personally, I wanted to rip my shirt and like cry out blasphemy because it just seemed wrong. But then I realized why it's important and how it helps, and it's a different sport. So I came to terms with it. I tried it for a while, but ultimately I came to a side putt. But what were your thoughts?
Yeah, it's against my beliefs. As like football coaching as well, I've always said, like, kids, don't use your toe. But even at times, there are times where you need to use it. So reluctantly, I get the toe out every now and then if I need it. But I try not to. It's not an image I like personally, but it works for you or for anyone, then just do what's best for you.
Right on. So this last question is, we're going to go out with a bang because I'm going to leave an open mic, just give you a free thought, whatever you want to say to the people watching. There's going to be all types of people watching this for years to come, and this is your chance to speak into the future and to help all foot golfers.
Okay. Enjoy the journey. Let it take you where you allow it to take you, and just enjoy it. At the end of the day, it's just a game, kind of. It's a sport, it's a game, but it is what you make it. So that's just do what you enjoy and just make the most of it.
It's amazing. One more for guys at home, just get a little picture. Here we go. Perfect. Oh, that was awesome, mate.